My kinship journey started when I found out about my niece Nadia being in foster care. After speaking with my mom and finding out, what was going on, that's when I started thinking about having her placed. Never knew of the word kinship, never knew of that phrase kinship placement. I first laid eyes on Nadia in June of 2018, and from that moment, it was like a connection that was made. When I went to the home that she was placed in, the lady asked her, did she want to spend the night with me? And Nadia said, yeah. And once I met her, there was no turning back. And I didn't know financially how it was going to happen. Did not know. But I said, we'd figure it out as we go. Because it was just a fire placed in me. It's got to be an intentional approach in everything that I do for this child. I have to be intentional in what I say. I have to be intentional in the things that we do. I have to be intentional in what her surroundings are. Nadia has been involved with acting. She's been involved in cheerleading. She's been involved with horseback riding, Girl Scouts, piano lessons, guitar lessons, and she's an artist. The beauty in that is that who knew? Right? Who knew this child that was in foster care, that went through whatever trauma she went through, who knew those abilities were lying dormant? That's another beauty in someone who may be thinking about kinship placement. Look at all the doors you can unlock. Look at all the doors. Becoming licensed helped me to see things through a different lens. And it helped me to think differently as it relates to raising a child that was in foster care. I had to understand that, albeit small, medium, or large, there was trauma there, right? She was taken from her parent. Taking those classes helped me to understand the trauma that this child experienced. I also, too, look back at my past, and I said, man, I want her to be better. When you know what you were raised in, and then you see it, and you're like, oh no. I'm gonna do all I can to make it better. As opposed to just, I'm giving a child a better life. No, it's more than giving her a better life. It's about giving her the best life. This is not just a placeholder. This is a place for you to grow. I love mom, I love dad, but the situation that I was in was not a place for me to grow. It wasn't a place for me to flourish. I have this desire to protect her and to want the best for her. I will say it's unfortunate that our family is not as close. That should be a benefit, that we are a close family and we're sticking close together. It has not been, but I still have hope. I still have hope. Now that is one of my fears. I don't want Nadia to grow up and say, well, Aunt G said this about my... She will never hear me say anything negative about her mom, because I understand that's her mom. And I understand that she'll grow up one day and that's still going to be her mom. And I don't want her to ever feel like she's got to choose between me and her mom or her dad. I don't want you to choose, because I'm not in this for that. I'm in this to help you be a better person, to be the best, the best, the best. I just want the best. I'm hoping she's growing up and that she knows there's peace here. Because we even had that conversation. We were sitting at a table, and out of the blue sky, Nadia said, what is peace? I said, Nadia, it's me and you. We live here. There's no arguing. We're kind to each other. I try to bring that home to her, because I know where she came from, a lot of stuff. And I know, even my side of the family, a lot of stuff. And that's a distraction that prevents you from being your best. I just want her to know what peace is, and what pleasantry is, and what kindness is. And it doesn't even have to do with who you are, where you came from. Just like love is universal, peace and kindness can come from anybody. It doesn't matter where you came from. It doesn't matter what you've been through. The most common thing I hear from people, Nadia is so blessed to have you. But most time I correct them. I say, no, I'm blessed to have her.